So here we are together once again, and of course the Arcturians have been present for some time, and I'm sure you would have experienced how they have been adjusting our aura, our energy bodies, and preparing us for this meditation together. So of course the higher our frequency and the more balanced we are within, the more we are able to receive, the more they can give to us. There is no limit to how much they can give. The only limit is how much are we able to receive. So let us bring ourselves now into a more receptive inner state of presence. We must always bring our focus to our breath. No need to change the breath, but simply to have one's attention upon it, to focus upon the breath, to know that one is breathing. And you notice how that moves you inwards, bringing you into balance, into a more peaceful place within. The breath, of course, takes you away from the busy mind, brings you more into your center, into your core, so you return to what lies within, going ever more deeply within. You inhale not only the air that you breathe, but the light of spirit that is in the very air that you breathe. For these wonderful energies that are being sent to our planet at this time are sent continually. They simply need someone to receive it, that it may be grounded and anchored into humanity, into the earth, received by beloved Gaia. So already you are experiencing changes in your energy field, in your frequency. Breathe into your high heart, relax into your body, and feel how your crown has opened wider. You learn there is really nothing to do, simply to focus upon your own beingness within. Here you simply become the observer to what is, from this place of non-doing. One simply observes. It is a much higher state of being when one can be present too, when one can observe without judgment, without comment, a pure perception without comment. So now we have a pure perception of yourself, without comment, without judgment. Simply be present. Present to your body, to your core, to the light that is moving through you. Whatever is, simply is. As you move more deeply within, and experience a pure perception of self, without comment, without words, without judgment. And you see how much deeper this takes you. Your fifth dimensional self, of course, you find from deep within, whilst your soul star chakra is above your head. The light of your soul is found deep within your high heart. So, high heart and soul star chakra, the experience of your fifth dimensional self, a being of light, where everything simply is. This is where you find your I am. And the more deeply within you go, the more silent you become, the more you access of your divine self. Within that place of non-doing, everything can take place around you, but you are not caught in it, identified with it. The thoughts, the emotions and so on just drift along. For thoughts and emotions are a much lower frequency than the frequency you hold in your I am presence, the light of your fifth dimensional self, both igniting within your high heart and descending from your soul star chakra above. Feel now how the two come together. So they come in equal intensity. Your soul star chakra above your head and your soul within your high heart. So from that place of non-doing, simply receive as you experience these two energies coming as one, for they are, of course, one, experienced within you. As one maintains focus, so the experience expands. How different your experience of self is now. The light within builds. Your sense of self, of presence builds. And you find a gentleness, a calmness, a peacefulness descending upon you. You have moved away through the horizon of your frequency from all the stresses, worries, anxieties that fill your day. Most of what you think and emotions that you have are often to do at the root with what other people may think of you. To obey rules, for we are afraid of doing something wrong. So from this heightened position within ourselves, begin to look into now the inner world of your third dimensional self. If nothing appears, think of your day. And recall the thoughts that have given you anger or worry or whatever. And you see how one lives in fear, all based on the need for approval. Why is it that one cannot approve of oneself and needs so much the approval of others? It is, of course, the ego personality. So begin to look into how, over many years and many lifetimes, a personality has been formed from one's upbringing and education, religious doctrine and so on, that made you feel inferior, not good enough, a sinner and so on. So let us move into that part of ourselves now from the position of the observer. Mother Sekhmet is with us to lead us through. And as we allow ourselves to feel this lower personality, full of illusions about itself, as we gaze upon it, we look upon it with the love of our heart and with the compassion of Kuan Yin. For Kuan Yin joins us now, bringing her energy of the heart of compassion to the energy of your hearts. Around the circle, Kuan Yin expands the unconditional love energy of compassion. So be soft and gentle within. As one part of you, the higher part of you, simply observes. The lower part of the lower self is receiving your love and compassion combined with the love and compassion of Goddess Kuan Yin. Compassion of Kuan Yin is neutral, unattached, and free. And this is how your lower emotions, negativity, your fear dissolves away. The process of transmutation. Not by hiding from it, not by wanting to change it, not by wanting to get rid of it. Unconditional love and compassion has total acceptance of what is, without feeling any need to change anything. And this is how all is changed. The violet flame, of course, is always in the Arcturian blue light. So let us spend a little time now receiving this healing from Goddess Kuan Yin, together with the Arcturian blue light and the violet fire. As you rest in peace, relaxed, soft and gentle, surrendered to the flow of these divine energies that are moving through you. Mother Sekhmet is soft and warm, motherly. So we are together in our circle as this healing takes place, as we spend time with Kuan Yin. Connect to her through your heart, of course, as well as your third eye, and invite her into your being, and she merges with you in oneness. It is as if the very last of our shadow is able to be transmuted, to dissolve, to leave. For these higher frequencies do not support lower vibrations as you absorb these higher dimensional energies from the Ascended Masters and so on. You will find your darkness cannot survive the light. It simply is transmuted by the light, not by doing, but simply by the light. This is connected very much, of course, to forgiveness. For at the high heart's frequency of unconditional love and compassion, forgiveness is natural. For in truth there is nothing to forgive. And the energies that came through in the solstice supports forgiveness. So simply ask for the energy of forgiveness, and you will find it lies in Kuan Yin's energy of compassion. It does not need to attach to anything. It simply is. So surrender to it. Allow it to move through you. When you have true compassion, it simply is, in the same way that the Christ energy simply is. It flows to all things, but it is attached to none. My third dimensional life, I look upon through all its experiences as simply an experience, for I know now that my experience is not who I am, that I am a being of light, that I am my consciousness, not my experience. And gradually this separation comes into being, that I gaze upon my experience with neutrality, with detachment, as my consciousness, my light, continues to rise. I find bliss and joy within my being, and I continue to rise ever higher. Allow the Arcturians now to raise your frequency higher, and we ask that our frequency may rise to the highest level possible for one's light quotient abilities at this time. And we rest a while as the frequency in our aura is gradually rising for us. So we each get taken to our highest light quotient, allowing oneself to experience the bliss, the beauty of energies beyond what we have felt before, as we simply feeling all that is taking place within. So as your frequency rises, so your sense of self amplifies and expands. Breathe in this higher light. Know that it is being received by every cell in your body. Every cell transforming, every cell spinning at a higher frequency. Visualize your chakras, your 7 chakras, and the spinning within each chakra. As the spin increases due to the higher light, for the higher the frequency, the faster the spin. It is like a vortex spinning out all lower density. It is by doing nothing, all is done. Simply allow, receive, surrender to the light. And you breathe it in and the light moves downwards. It's always in flow, always in motion, and you take the light downwards into your foundation, through the soles of your feet and your soul star and your earth star chakra below your feet. And the light moves through the crystalline grid of the earth, of Gaia, as each one of us strengthens the earth's crystalline grid with our light. Your crystalline grid connected to the crystalline grid of Gaia in oneness. As you give to Gaia, to Mother Earth, so you receive from her, and feel your connection now to Gaia's heart and soul, her very core. As your energy moves down to her heart and core, and her energy moves upwards through you. The crystalline kingdom, the crystal kingdom, the crystalline grid, the soul of Gaia, the light of your soul, all coming together in one united consciousness. So we move ever higher, day by day. Life becomes easier, happier, and more blissful as we increasingly live in this frequency with these connections. And each time we drop down into darkness, we simply ask to be raised up once more. As this path of ascension accelerates, we are in the ascension wave. Vitally important to be grounded and anchored into the earth plane, bringing the fifth dimension to the earth. to your physical body. So let us spend a few minutes together simply experiencing this highest frequency. So I will end the meditation now, and we can all continue to remain in this inner state of consciousness for as long as we wish. And you simply open your eyes whenever you wish, whenever you feel ready to.